Well, I hate to do it, but I actually went to Polaris, stocked up on drive shaft bearings. You know, they ain't very cheap from them. They're like 30, 35 bucks a piece, but you know what? Gosh dang it, it's one of those things you just kind of need when you need it. So after I pick up a few, we'll go ahead and get a drive shaft knocked out. Once we do that, this thing can get a track. Hell yeah. Sweet, old bearing off. It is now time to press the new bearing onto the drive shaft. Now this is something I've heard a lot over the years. These are sealed bearings. You don't need to grease it unless, you know, basically you grease just the speedo cable. Look at that little hole. Grease goes in that little hole. It greases the bearing. So that's for all the people saying you don't have to grease those very often. Ta-da! New bearing. Hell yeah. All right, trying to pick out my gearing that I'll be running in this thing. And honestly, I think I'm just gonna go with the stock gearing for 700, which would be a 24 top and a, what is this? I want a 40 bottom. That's a 40. And I think, hold on. This is a 41. Okay, so that's a 40 on the bottom. I got a 41 bottom. I wonder if I can run a 40, 40 or 24, 41. I have regular ones, and I got the lightweight gears too. So I'm gonna have to do little calculations and see what my top speed would be if I ran a 41 bottom instead of 40, and figure out. I think I should be able to do it with the stock chain. I'm pretty sure, but I got to do a little reading into this real quick. Never mind, 40 it is. If I go a bigger bottom, it'll actually be slower, which is not what I want. Okay, I don't know what the hell I was thinking there. So we're gonna do 24 and the lightweight 40 bottom. Run that combo, just stock 700 gearing. It'll be good. I know on my XC700, which was pretty much stock except for twin pipes, reeds, stuff like that. It on snow, it would run 100 to 103 on snow, top end. And I mean, that's a trail sled, you know. It's not slammed or anything like that, just all trail, and it would run just over 100 on snow. That, you know, honestly, that's probably fast enough. There's always one for more, but 100's fast enough for trail sled. So that's what we're gonna run. All right, put the track in. It's her skid time. She's already got a box up front. This clapped out shit here, this will never do though. That shock's gotta go. All right, X10 is done. You got that nice ass reservoir rear shock. What's good? Fortunately, I had to pull this one in, which also has a really nice reservoir shock. That one's blown, he's rebuilt. Had to pull this in, steel bolt, and a bushing for the upper shock mount, because this had an old oil shock and the stuff wasn't the same. So yeah, anyways, that is ready to go in this. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
She's not that excited, but I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty much making her work on it with me. It's like, get to work. Well, as you guys can see, there is a skid under the XCR project. Here's the issue. I can't get to compress. I get about 1 inch of travel out of it, and that's it. I'm gonna have to take it apart yet again and see if I can get a better measurement, because this has aftermarket brackets. So I know it's 13 and a 16th. Sorry, 13. Holy crap, I'm way off. It's late. It's like 1 in the morning. 23 and a 16th of an inch from the front mounting location to the rear to keep the geometry on the skid correct. So I need to double check that, because I have multiple mounting locations on this bracket, but I just kind of eyeballed it with the skid in place, already bolted to the front. So I got to pull the skid and actually get a true measurement on it. And see what the heck's going on, man. Unfortunately, these things just keep biting me. Just like the last 440, that big block swap. I don't know why it's always a pain in the butt. But well, skid's back out of the XCR yet again. Unfortunately, I put a bolt in, checked the shafts. They were not stuck. I went and got me a fancy pneumatic grease gun. This thing's fucking mint, let me tell you. I'm pretty lazy, so I just want to go and grease the hell out of everything. Got her all greased up. Still got to clean it up. So yeah. Basically, long story short, I think my rods are too tight here. So I wasn't able to get this thing to cycle in the sled at all. Now I got the skid out. I'm gonna go ahead and check my centers on them. We kind of eyeballed it best we could with the front torque arm bolted in to try to figure out where we were gonna land on the back here. And it looked like the middle one, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a more accurate measurement now with no skid or anything in the way. And also, truth be told, I need to put a gas tank on this thing, and I'm not gonna put a stock tank on it. So kind of need to figure that out before I put a skid back in. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pull the skid, try to fish bolts through, and yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, it's always something. Well, after measuring it, my 23 and a 16th inch measurement from the center of that hole kind of lands in between these two. So that's freaking mint. I mean, the hole is a little bit low. I guess I could poke it through and have my freaking suspension mount, you know, I don't know what that is, 1/4 of an inch lower than stock. Oh, I do not want to mess around with pulling these brackets and another set of brackets and putting another set of brackets on. So I think just lowering the skid in the rear 1/4 of an inch or whatever is going to be the easiest route.
All right, so we're at a, yeah. What do you think?
The bars would like 100% have to come up. But my whole plan was I was going to run a Pro X. Obviously the seat's not stretched or stapled. I was going to run a Pro X shorty racer seat on this thing. And it won't be this one. I have a red one, like off 440. And
It feels weird.
I can't decide if I like it or not. I really can't. It definitely puts you up really high.
Yeah.
Okay, we decided, fuck it, we're doing the Pro X shorty seat. If we don't like it, we'll swap it back. But got the tank mounted up. To do that, had to pull the bracket off for the old tank. But it is there, it is installed. Eventually, I am going to build a bracket from here up to here, help secure the front of the tank. But for now, that's that. Now I got to put a recoil guide back on because you have to move it a little bit to be able to make an edge tank fit. So, yay! At least I can put the suspension in it now. That was the big hang up right there. I needed the fuel tank. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna take a little break. But to sum it up, gears, chain, tensioner, all that installed, gas tank installed, studded 121 installed, and with that, it has a brand new drive shaft bearing. Yeah, that's basically the progress. But I gotta take a little break from this, go do some other stuff. So, yeah, maybe, oh yeah, I guess suspension stuff got done. So that's cool. And was installed and then removed and now should be good to go back in again and correctly mounted, I should add. So that's a bonus. And I guess I gotta do something to bars because they're too low since we're gonna try this shorty seat. I think it's gonna be kind of goofy, but you never know. Hell, I might love it. I do like the Pro X and the stance on the Pro X, so this will be somewhat similar, I guess, just on a different chassis. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Till next time.